Good morning, guys. A lot to unpack here. I have dark hair now. If you haven't seen on my other social medias, I did dye my hair. No longer blonde. We are now part of the dark brown / black haired fam. I also tinted my eyebrows. That's why they look like this right now. So, this is probably the first video you're going to see in my Christmas series. Who knows what this video will entail. I'm going to get ready this morning. Got some new makeup. I'm going to try out a few different things, let you know what I think. I'll start my advent calendar that I made at home with my cousin as well. And that's just using makeup in my own collection to try to get me to use some different stuff that I don't typically reach for. I really am obsessed with my hair. My mom hates it. When she came in, she was literally like, "Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all." So, but truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter. It's not her head of hair. So, and that's what she said. After my dad talked to her, he's like, she paid for it. It's her head. Let her do what she wants. My family just thinks I'm mentally unstable, and that's fine. I might be. So, I did get a chemical peel this weekend. That's why my skin looks a little irritated and red. And I got some dry patches. So, my skin is like going through it. But I am doing a full face of makeup today because this is the first day back after Thanksgiving, after I got my hair done. And my kids are going to see me with dark hair. So, I feel like I need to have a face on. They're literally 8 years old. They do not care. Oh, also, before I get started, side note, I woke up this morning at 1:30, like 2 o'clock, and my ear was like throbbing with pain. I have an ear infection. You know, yes, I'm an adult that gets ear infections. I get typically 1 to 2 a year. We got one now. So that's why there is cotton in my ear. Literally editing in this. I apologize. For my rambling, let's just go ahead and get into the video. You don't need to see any more of that. All right, I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray, the mattifying one, and use it as a primer. Y'all know. Then I'm trying out the Milk Hydro Grip. I used to use this. I swore it made me break out. I don't know. We're going to try it again. Anyway, then I'm using the Winky Lux Blurring Primer and setting that with the Milani Make It Last setting spray, fanning myself dry. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Pot Concealer that has salicylic acid. Love it to cover up all of my breakouts. Then I'm using the Becca Under Eye Corrector and this new Lancome foundation. Not new to me, but I'm just going to use that. I have the shade 270, probably could have gone with 260. I will say this is like a medium coverage foundation. I expected full coverage. Did not get that. Expected a matte finish. Also did not get that. It's more natural. Then I'm using the Soul Body Bronzer Balm. Supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel. I got the shade Deep. It does work. It's very pigmented. Just be aware of that. It does blend out well. Then I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Haven't used this in a while. And the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer as well to kind of make that MAC one look a little bit better. This combo used to be one of my faves as well. I really like it. It does look good. I'm just going to blend that out and use the excess product to highlight the rest of my face. I think this all came together in the end, but it was a little touch and go there for a minute. I'm using the Fenty Powder and Butter to set my under eyes and anywhere that I put that concealer, and then the Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder to blur any areas that I need blurred. Yeah, like I said, it was touch and go. Flower Beauty powder to just dust over the rest of my face and blur anywhere else. Also set anywhere else on my skin. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, my absolute favorite. It's going to be hard for me to try a different bronzer if there is one in this advent calendar. I'm not entirely sure. But if there is one, just know that it is going to be hard for me to use it and not use this. Anyway, after I use that, I'm going to go in with the Park Avenue Princess palette and use these two shades to kind of deepen up and bronzer. I love this palette. The formula in here is like so smooth. It's like butter. But I'm just using that on the perimeters of my face. And then my favorite e.l.f. blush that is in Always Spicy, I think. Maybe it's Always Toasty to bronze. And then going back in with that Fenty powder to carve out my cheeks.
I dusted that away and did my brows. So now I'm going to go in with eyeshadow. I'm using these two shades from the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes. The mattes in this like palette, oh my goodness, they are like so smooth and blend out so nicely. I'm doing my typical techniques here, as you can see on the screen. Same brushes, Morphe JH30 and then 37 to put down my transition shades. And then I'm going to go slightly darker with the M513. Like I said, I tend to do the same techniques with the same brushes. However, I am just going to show you and kind of lightly explain. Just getting a little darker and deepening it up and putting it on the like outer V and into the crease, and then doing the same thing with a pencil brush in the same colors on the lower lash line. After this, I am going to go in with the Natasha Denona Blackest Black and do some liner. I didn't go all the way in, about 2/3 of the way, and then I'm going to smoke this out with the darkest brown in the palette. After I do that, I am going to go in with a matte vanilla shade, the one that's in the palette here. You'll see it in just a second. Yep. And I'm going to lay that down on my lid and also kind of like in my inner corner to give me some brightness. I really love this palette. For me, it's just missing a like vanilla shimmer shade. Now I'm just going to use some shades to go back in and blend, and then go in with the Revlon Skin Lights Highlighter and Daybreak Glimmer to do my brow bone and inner corner. Then a little bit of ColourPop Flexitarian just on the inner corner to really make it pop and super bright. After that, I'm going to go in and tightline with my Marc Jacobs eyeliner on the top, and then the Revlon Scandalize on the lower lash line, and set my face, fan that dry. And then I'm going to go in with the Artist Couture Illuminati highlighter to highlight the remainder of my face. I'm going to use these torture devices here, this eyelash curler, to curl my lashes. And then I'm trying out this lash primer from Essence. I'm not fully convinced that lash primers do a whole lot of anything except for add an extra step. I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep using it and trying it out. But then I went in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I mean, the end result was pretty, but the end result's always pretty with this mascara. So, I don't know. I'm going in with my favorite nude combination. I mentioned this in a previous video. It is the Milani Lip Liner in Cafe au Lait, the London Soft Matte Lip Cream from NYX, and then the e.l.f. lipstick in cream. I think it's $3. I don't know.
All right, guys, and this is the finished look today. Still getting used to putting on makeup with dark hair. It does kind of get around the edges. I know some people use like eyeshadow to cover that up. I don't know if I'm that committed yet, or if I'll just do some dry shampoo. But yeah, this is it. Just super easy, soft glam, you know, my everyday vibe. But be sure to be subscribed, like this video. Let me know what you want to see next. And stay tuned. Ring the little bell if it's there. But definitely be subscribed so that you can see all of my Christmas content in the month of December. So I've got to run to school. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.